Hello. Hey everybody. I am at it again. It's gonna be warm today. It's gonna be I think it's probably already in the 90s. And it's later in the day, so sun will be going down here in a little while. It's not too terrible yet. I'm wearing these long sleeves just to keep the sun off my arms, and I'm wearing that bucket hat just to keep the sun off my ears and my back and my neck. And I just keep plugging away a little bit at a time. Now, I have been kind of busy. The camera ran out of batteries and I kept on working. And that was yesterday, I think, or day before yesterday, something like that. And I got some decent progress done on the travertine around the pool, but there are some alterations that I need to make after talking to Shannan. She recommended a couple things, and we're going to go ahead and take care of those. I will show you what we have going on. So I am going to get my hat and get my glasses. I have this nasty hat that I've been wearing now. It's got salt stains all over it, but it's good because it keeps the sun off my face, it keeps the sun off my ears, and keeps the sun off my neck. So, and then I got my glasses on for all the dust. So, yeah, we're approaching those later summer days where the sun goes down super late. All right. So you can kind of see where we are on this line. Now, we decided yesterday to go ahead and do a straight line. And the reason for that is because I was talking to Shannan, and Shannan said it would probably be easier if we just did that, and it would look nice as well, instead of trying to conform that entire curve. And this just looks like it's just more of a finished look. Now, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go out one more 6-inch level right there. So that's going to be, I have to adjust this line and adjust some of the different blocks that are on that line in order to achieve that. Now, this side right here is going to be a gradual curve. So this is going to go ahead and curve kind of like that. And we're going to cut that curve later. So that's done. This is the final edge right here that's going to take us all the way down to this point, and we are probably going to run this into where these rocks are and then straight in this way. So this is going to be a square corner coming like this and going that way. I like the way it's looking. There's some things that I would probably do a little bit different next time, if there is a next time. And the next time, actually there will be a next time, because this is the first stage of travertine. The second stage of travertine is going to be up by the house. So we're going to do things a little bit different there. We're going to use sand instead of DG, because the DG is good when you're trying to build up a base and you're trying to compact. That's going to be over the top of flagstone and over the top of existing concrete. So I'll be able to use sand over there. So it'll be a little bit different, but kind of the same thing. I just won't be able to compact and beat the rocks into submission like I have been on the DG. So the DG, you can technically compact the soil even further, even after the plate compactor had done its job. So, which actually that plate compactor worked out. It was God sent, let's put it that way. Without that, I don't think I would have had the good base, and I don't think these things would have been as good installed without that. So there you go. There's the look so far. Now, what I'm going to work on today is this. Now, I have to finish this wall right here, leaving that little spot right there open. And once we have this wall finished, it's going to build this section up right here, and then I'll be able to put those 5 blocks or those 5 tile on right here, and then we're going to cut the coping stones that are going to finish the top of this wall all the way to this rock. And then once that's done, then it's time to grout. I'm going to grout the whole pool. And like I've said before, I keep throwing out you know, hey, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. It's coming up pretty soon, I think. We're going to be able to clean and disinfect, acid wash, make sure all the algae's dead from when that pool sat stagnant for a couple weeks. And then we'll be ready, I think, to fill this thing. And I'm glad that I did the travertine around the pool before that, because it was a dusty mess. Let me show you this. This is unbelievable how much dust. And you saw the dust a little bit when I was pushing that plate compactor around. It was so dusty. But check this out. This is the remnant of so that is how dusty it was. So much dust blowing around, and then you got the water going and it splashes a little bit of dirt around, and the water just collects all the other dust, and it was horrible, absolutely horrible. I had some brown snot rockets blowing my nose the other day, and it came out brown and gray just because of all the dirt that I had obviously sucked into my lungs and my nose, and it was horrible. Oh well, enough about that. Let's get busy. Let's go work on some stones. Going back over here, though, I have to say, the only blocks that they had at Lowe's that were a 4 by 8 by 16 were wall blocks like these. Now these are for, you see how that's solid up here? These are actually cored on the inside, so they have hollow insides just like these. So these are effectively the same stone. So this has a hollow core, and then they have a tongue and groove on the edges, so you can see where this one is more of a male, that's more of a female tongue and groove. But then they're hollow, which I need because I have to have them go over this rebar here. The only problem is that they're solid on that side. So I have to take my diamond blade and try to cut this section out so we can have these things hollow all the way through. Think we can do it? I think so. Let's get busy and see what we can do about modifying these blocks. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to finish this back wall. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye. Alright, this is my trial and error. Oh, yeah, look at that. Be able to just push this through. Look at that. Alright, so now we know that that was a possibility. Being able to cut those open. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. But very effective. There we go. Okay. Now I should be able to take my chisel and cut through that a little bit more. Let's see. Now I think I need to cut this one in half, actually. All right. we go. Got 2 blocks now. So that one, set this thing right there. Yep, I just got to do a little bit more cleanup. There we go. Be able to push that right out. Looks like that is going to work. Now this is not the prettiest way of doing this, but it is the most effective way with the blocks that we have. So there we go. That is what we are left with now. This block right here, and it's not pretty. That's all going to be filled with mortar though. And we just have to cut a few more around the edge. So I got 1, 2, I think I have 3 more to cut. And then we'll be good to go. So stay tuned. Let's get more busy. Let's get some more cutting done. All right, here we go. We are getting these blocks put in place, which will give us the base for our, be able to fill these things up, get our next row on there, and then we will be able to get, I gotta get my mallet. I gotta get the mallet and I gotta get the level. Alright, that is looking pretty darn good right there. We are spot on. Now this block's a little bit taller than this one, but that's not going to be a big deal. Not in the grand scheme of things. It's not going to be a big deal. Let's clear some of this out of here. boy, this summer, or in the heat, I suppose, the Arizona heat, this stuff dries out really fast. And then it doesn't want to do what I need it to do, like compress, squeeze out, ooze out. It just becomes kind of like unmanageable, I suppose, would be the best way to put it. So here we go. Now we're a little bit better. Okay, let me go over here. Let me turn you a little bit so you can see what's going on. There we go. I know this isn't the most correct way to use these, but I'm on tight quarters here. I just like using the back of the trowel more than the front of the trowel. I almost get more, I don't waste as much mortar when I do it this way. Not nearly as much. All right, almost ready. That's looking almost perfect. I don't want to beat that down any further than I need to. All right, sitting here on the edge of the pool, and I have just finished another milestone. Now I say milestone because it leads us to the next portion of the build. Now, in order to grout the pool, we had to finish the, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 or so 5x5 tiles on the side of the spill wall, and then we had to finish the coping around the upper left side of that spillway wall. So I'm going to jump down here into the pool and show you what we did. So I just finished cutting the coping and I just mortared it in place. It's all of this right here. So this whole line is done now, and then I used my fancy little gauge around that rock. I got a little bit far right here, but I just filled that with some mortar. It looks pretty nice, I think. And then down here is a consistent line that we're going to be able to throw our grout under, and then the same way it goes on the other side. So these are the tiles that we put in that side and this side, and our wall is almost done up there. Milestone. That's the way I look at it, is milestone. I am done for the day. It's been a hot day. I got some shade now because the sun's getting ready to go down. I'll do some cleanup, and we're gonna have a lot of cleanup here real soon. And we have to get a lot of dust and dirt and stuff taken care of in the pool and get it swept off, because we don't want any grout and dirt mixed. We've got just a lot of dirt just on all these things. We might actually vacuum some of these grout areas out and clean off this coping real well, because it is gross. Anyway, clean up, grout, fill the pool. 3-step. Wash, rinse, and repeat. All right. It's been a long time since we've had water in this pool, and I am really looking forward to having this thing full again, because I will be up to here in water if I'm standing right here in a full pool. So, all right. Well, what do you think? Let us know what you think. It's been a chore, but it's been a fun chore. What do you think? Let me know. Look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, see you later.